All
Yeah.
right.
What's up, JB?
What's up, Joey? Welcome to the first episode of Boston Brews Bets. It's been a long
Woo!
time coming. We've talked about it for a while, and no time like the present. We're doing it now. Little background here. I've known Joey for way too long. Met him in college.
Yeah.
We've gotten into some stupid trouble before.
Mhm.
If you're going to be offended by anything we say, we are going to swear. We are probably going to say inappropriate things. Please stop listening now. Just save yourself the hassle because I do not give a shit if I offend someone.
Yeah, it's a proper trigger warning right there, man. Well done.
So, Joey, what's going on? What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, tonight I actually got a bit of a problem. It's kind of embarrassing to start the show this way. It really is, honestly. I got Jefferson's bourbon, Jefferson's small batch bourbon. You ever heard of it?
I have not. I have not.
All right, you'll see it in stores. They like to advertise. They even got this one called Ocean where they age it like in the sea for 6 months. So a bunch of marketing bullshit. But I got to say, I am not impressed with this. If you are going to put the name of a founding father, the third president of the United States, you're going to put his name on a bourbon bottle, you better bring it, man. And I'm not impressed. Just watered down, not much kick to it. I really hate to start episode one like this, bro, but I'm not feeling it. So tell me you got something better going on over there.
I got something that I like. You're gonna shit all over it, but it's Whistle Pig Smoke Stock Whiskey, and
Nice. Yeah.
the marketing ploy is aged in Traeger wood fired barrels.
Oh, god damn it,
Um,
dude. Why do they have to do this shit,
I'm
really?
not gonna
What?
lie though. I take a sip and it's like, ooh, it's smoky. It's smoky. I fell for the marketing ploy. I'm that
Oh,
idiot. It's good stuff, man.
God. Some marketing director over at Whistle Pig is just so happy right now. I hate you, man.
Maybe Whistle Pig will sponsor us someday. Who knows? Who knows?
All right, just kidding. It's probably a great thing. That's unfortunate. Anyway.
All right. So again, to break things down here, right? Premise of the show, we're going to talk about some gambling, MMA, UFC, throw in a couple golf bets. Not going to try to bet on baseball or basketball, maybe a little March Madness, but we are not professional gamblers, so take our advice with a huge grain of salt.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, what also is important is look, the premise of this show. These conversations are the conversations that would be happening anyway with me and JB every week, right? So he said, "Hey, fuck it, let's go to the interwebs, let's get some mics, record this shit, and have a night, make a night of it, right?" So that's what this is all about, right?
I think your exact phrase was "Why not?" So that's the title of our
Why
first
the
episode here. Why
exactly?
not? Why not?
Why the fuck not, man? Let's go.
Again, huge podcast fan. Love Bill Burr's podcast, Conan O'Brien's podcast. But then I started listening to, again, what I consider normal guys. Clint from Die Hard, Dale from
Yeah,
Punch List.
yeah, Dale.
I'll use normal loosely there, I guess. But definitely someone I would love to grab a beer with, watch a couple fights with, watch a game with. Just
For sure.
fucking guys I can relate to. Again, I'm sick of the corporate world. I know you are. We're stuck in it. So trying to have some fun here.
Yeah, and dude, most important that first guy in the intro that you saw in the video with like his head in his fucking hands, man, that is us each and every day. So
Mhm.
yeah, special cameo, first shot in the intro.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, we're going to start off the show with some big news. Massachusetts has passed
Oh,
sports gambling. Now
yes.
that probably seems like a small deal to people that are outside of Massachusetts. For
Right.
us in Massachusetts, it's a huge deal because we have been degenerates driving to New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, giving the states all our money that we don't live in.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
perfectly been a degen that sits in a parking lot and places my bets. You panic bet, you drive home, and you're like, shit, I forgot a bet. So I'm huge in this. Baker still hasn't signed it. I think he's going to. I don't see why
He's
he
gonna
wouldn't.
he has to, man.
But I'm super excited about it. Got the Encore ready to go. They got a sports book that you can't gamble at yet. But Joey, what are your thoughts here?
Can I share my thoughts on what you just said? They got a sports book that you can't gamble at.
Yeah.
Let's
Welcome
go.
to Massachusetts.
Yeah, exactly. No, but dude, I am psyched, man. No more the weekends where you have to prepare a list written with a piece of paper, pen, and all that 30 plus bets, taking it up to a parking lot and just feeling really bad about yourself while your wife shops at Home Goods. You're in an empty parking lot, just trying to panic place bets, man. That's no way to start the weekend. So for me, I'm really looking forward to, I don't know, maybe relaxing on the couch, maybe thinking a bet through thoroughly, maybe placing a live bet, right? Maybe placing multiple live bets. The possibilities are endless here. So I'm very happy about this news.
Yeah, endless are terrible. The sad thing is, again, for those not Salem, New Hampshire is the closest thing across the border here. I keep pointing out things that I could justify to my wife on why to go up there. Oh, they got a Home Goods, they got this, they got a mall, they got this. Well, here's a reason to go up here, and it's pathetic. So I'm very excited for this.
Dude, that worked for like a month, and then I got bagged. She caught
Yeah,
on real quick,
yeah,
man. And
we're
then
not
yeah,
exactly too smooth, but
no, 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 far from it, man. Far from it.
but let's get it into it here. Again, we are corporate guys, so we are agenda driven here. We're gonna call it a game plan, so we don't sound like total fucking losers.
Yeah, good call. Good call, man.
But we're gonna break down breweries. First one we're gonna talk about is Treehouse Brewery. Talking about grilling, smoking meats. Where we talk about the Wagyu beef brisket we did a couple weekends ago.
Mm.
Break down the fights coming up this weekend. Just touch on a couple future bets, mostly football, just trying to get them in before the lines change. And talk about a pool we got going where you can win some free cash. So definitely stay tuned to the end there. Not gonna waste any more time. Let's dive right into Treehouse Brewery here.
Oh yeah.
I am a Treehouse veteran. I've been going
Mm.
there multiple years. I was there when they were a much smaller brewery. I think it's the best beer, hands down. That's not New England. That's across the country. They got
Sure.
locations in Charlton, which is the main one that I go to. They also got locations down the Cape, Western Mass and Deerfield, and one in Connecticut. I think the Connecticut one's just cider. They are
Cool.
opening one near and dear to Joey and me in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. So I'm not sure
Oh
how that's going to
yeah.
work, but I love having access to that. But again, I put their beer against anyone. I think it's the best beer. But Joey, your first time there, you were the virgin, kind of popped your cherry there. What are your thoughts?
Dude, it was amazing, man. And I was really late to the game. Like I was years late. So the bar was very, very high with Treehouse, man. But somehow the place still friggin' managed to exceed. So I really am impressed with the place. Like if you just take the beer aside completely, right? The place, the grounds is like picturesque, scenic, beautiful. I mean, they know their strengths, so they don't mess with food. They just call a couple food trucks up. They park in the parking lot for the day. Nobody cares. It's delicious. Their strength is this beer, man. It is just absolutely ridiculous, and it's impressive as well because you have a super super oversaturated market now with IPAs, double IPAs, and just microbreweries in general, right? But somehow these guys just managed to crush it, like above and beyond, man. Place is great. I mean, you want to bring your family, great. Bring your buddies, bring your dog. It is the kind of place you could just show up and spend the day. And I think maybe this has changed, man. But like another thing I was impressed with is they got a system for this shit, man. Like if you want to just show up and get a case or two, they got a line for that. You get your shit in a timely manner. You move on with your day. If you want to, chill, they got a bar there. They got a gift shop. They got it going on, man. Super impressed.
Yeah, you nailed it. It didn't used to be like that. So it used to be you
Uh,
waited in this long ass line with a piece of paper and a golf pencil, and you wrote down what you wanted, and then you got to the front, and it's like, oh, sorry, we're sold out of those. But they
nice.
they clearly are doing very well from the expansions they've done. To your point, great place to bring the family. It's not a place that you're just trying to go and get hammered. I think it's usually a 2 or 3 beer limit, which is plenty with this beer. It's super high alcohol content, so you don't want any more than that. That
Right.
being said, all I remember is the first beer I gave you was my favorite beer called Juice Machine, and I just told you to read the back of the
Oh
can
God.
as you were taking sips. And I think your exact words were, "I'm in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory."
Oh yeah, dude. I traveled to an alternate dimension. And part of that was from reading the back of the can, where they hire like a full-time writer to come up
Oh
with
yeah,
the most ridiculous description of what this beer is. And you know what, dude? It actually fucking delivered on that Willy Wonka fantasy world scenario. It delivered. That's
it
where it
does.
was. And I guess the
Does.
last thing I'll say about this place, man. So we went to Charlton, JB, right?
Yeah,
So as a Boston guy, that's way the fuck out there. I don't even know where. I couldn't point it out on a map even today. Took a bit to
yeah.
get out there, right? Like you
It's near
said,
Sturbridge Village. You
Sturbridge Village.
didn't
Yeah,
go there
so
on a
what?
field trip as a kid? It's like a Plymouth
No, bro.
plantation, old colonials.
This is just look, Western Mass. Nothing against it, man. I just don't frequent. I don't frequent out there. I get so far outside the city. I don't know what's going on. So I look. I don't know how they're gonna move that kind of thing to Tewksbury, which is very different than Charlton. There are people, many people, that live in and around that area. So I hope it works, man. I hope there are some very smart brains that are going to figure out all the traffic and bullshit and all that. And I hope it's going to be a huge success, man. Really do.
Yeah, again, they do things big, so I think they definitely have it figured out. I am curious if the golf course is going to come into play because again, they did buy the golf course, so playing 9 holes and going to a treehouse brewery afterwards sounds pretty
Dude,
fucking
odds
amazing
it.
to
What
me.
did I just say, man? There are smarter forces. There are smarter brains at work with this whole thing, man. That is a genius idea, bro.
It is. It is. I can't wait. I can't wait. But yeah, basically, if you haven't been, you're missing out. Check it out. If you're going and you're gonna be and you're more than 20 minutes away, pack down a cooler. Obviously, Yeti
Yeah.
cooler, unbiased, yeah,
Yes.
all that shit. But you want to keep the beer cold. This is stuff that is fresh. You want to keep it cold. It's not stuff you want
Yeah.
to get warm.
Very important.
All right, brisket day.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say, I don't know if work had just been that fucking terrible for about a week before this, but this was the most fucking fun I've had in a long time.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So background here is I got a Traeger. Joey has a Traeger. We've always talked about doing a brisket, but first brisket I did fucked it up. So whatever. We ordered this from Traeger itself. It's a whole package came 12-pound Australia brisket, sides, instructions, snacks, all this shit. Started the process. I think I carved it up Wednesday or Thursday
Yeah.
night.
When it was
Um,
Wednesday, man, I think.
yeah,
Was it?
Wednesday. But you can see, I mean, I got a couple pictures up there for those watching the video. Like it was a beautiful cut of beef. Like I barely had to
Oh,
carve it up
yeah.
at all. And it just soaked up the rubs. They gave you all the rubs and everything. Literally put it on, what we put it on, like 10 p.m. Friday night, something like that.
It was, yeah, 10 p.m. Friday, yeah, at 185. I stayed up with my baby, spritzing her every hour just to make sure she's doing okay. We had that nice water pan going. Because,
Hmm.
dude, with a chunk of beef like this, man, it's the size of my fucking torso. I was concerned about it drying out. But I mean, between the water pan and the spritzing and the super, super low temp, man. Oh, dude. So, I mean, I went to bed at like 2, 3 in the morning after the final spritz. We woke up at what, 6?
Yeah, I think I woke
6
you
in
up
the
around
morning?
6. We had some coffee. I think we wrapped it, put it back on the grill. What temp? I forgot what temp that was. I think we
Yeah,
raised
we
it up to
jacked it
200.
up to 200. Yeah,
Yep.
wrapped in butcher paper up to 200. Do you remember we
Yep.
threw a pork butt on there as well?
Threw a pork butt on there. Little side
Yeah.
story here. Had a nice little ice cold keg of Bud Light, which is severely underrated if you haven't had it for a long
Oh,
time. It's also like 90
God.
degrees. It was the most refreshing. It was better than water that day.
Dude, I feel horrible talking about Treehouse beer and now talking up Bud Light. Our credibility might be at risk here, but I will second that. On a 95 fucking degree day, which it was, there is nothing more refreshing than a keg of cold, ice cold Bud Light. And I stand by that. I will stand by that,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was
But
it was
anyway,
delicious. And we had
but
the
the
mixed up little pancakes in the morning, couple
oh
mimosas. You
yeah.
know, we had a day. But Joey, take me through what your thoughts are. Again, I'm biased.
Oh,
I know
well,
we made it, but
first and foremost, you need to get in touch with Traeger Provisions, the folks who sold the brisket and the sides and everything. You need to pitch those motherfucking chocolate chip pancakes in the mimosa. Get it included in the package, and we need to start getting paid. First of all, bro, that's my first thought. Secondly, back to the brisket, man. So like we woke up at 6 in the morning, wrapped it in butcher paper, jacked it up to 200. I think we took it off at 11 in the morning, let it rest in the cooler in the Yeti for 2 to 3, 4 hours. No, it was 4 hours actually. So
yeah,
total cook time of 17 hours. I try and explain to people who don't have a smoker, maybe they're interested in getting one, is it truly worth that amount of time? And until you see this thing come out of the fucking look in the bottom picture, the bottom middle picture. Look at the bark on that thing, man. When you see it, I mean, you truly got to see it to believe it. And oh my God, that is like butter, dude. And you give a piece of that to your buddy who doesn't have a smoker, who's thinking about getting one. You say, 17 hours, you tell me, is it worth it? Fuck yeah, dude. It was amazing, man. Great call getting that.
it's one of those things. Again, half the fun of it is it's a total excuse to sit outside all day and just drink beers and smoke some meats. Sign me up. 95 degrees was a little hot, but God bless ice cold Bud Light is all I'll say.
Absolutely. And dude, you still tell your wife, like, we got to be out there with the smoker the whole time, right? It's critical for
Oh yeah,
safety reasons and all that. Okay, good. I still got that going on too. We
absolutely.
got
It's a
to
fire
keep that
hazard.
going.
Fire hazard. With kids running around, this fire hazard. Come on.
Right, right. And then there's, yeah, it's electricity involved and carbon monoxide and, science and chemicals and all that, right?
Science. Yeah, science. Let me say that. I get smacked across the fucking face.
Oh, god damn.
All right. So again, if you don't have a Traeger, huge fan. I am by no
Oh, yeah.
means a chef, but I can cook with the best of them on the Traeger. It is kind of idiot proof as long as you kind of know what you're doing a little bit. Having a helping hand like Joey, 2-person job for something like this was definitely
Yeah,
recommended. But yeah, highly recommend them.
for sure.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's get into this fight card and let's just start off, set some expectations here. We are not professional handicappers. I know I said that, but I'm going to say it again. I am going to do a lot of, well, this guy beat this guy, therefore this guy should beat this guy type analogies here. I'm not going to say this guy has 88 punches in round one of his last 5 events. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's too much film study. Not worth it. I'm also biased towards some fighters. Maybe some have put on a bunch of good shows, and I'm a little biased towards them. I'm not going to lie. One of those fighters, you cash a ticket once, you got to keep riding with them. They're on this card, and we'll get to them later tonight.
Exactly, dude. It's normal though. You know what it is for me, man. What helps me with my picks is usually some garbage Jefferson's whiskey, man.
Great audio. That's great audio right there. Great audio.
I do my best, man. Hey, production value. That's what it's all
Yeah,
about, right?
yeah. Sorry, our producer loves us, right? But yeah, back to this. So again, we're only gonna start putting plays on Instagram that me and Joey agree on. Kind of a little bit of check and balances here. Obviously,
Yeah.
be stuff that I like, he might not like. We're not going to post those. That's kind of our own personal thing. If there's something that we feel very strongly about and that
Drop the
we
hammer, bro.
disagree,
Drop the hammer.
that's going to be on there. And I'm thinking there's going to have to be like a shoey wager or something like that on those.
On the disagreements for sure.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
oh yeah,
And on
oh
the
yeah,
hammers, we drop those. We drop those with confidence in cash, bro. It's just what we
oh
do.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, so let's get into it. I'll kick it off with the prelims only because Lipsky, I wanted to bet this last fight
Mm,
card, but I got moved to this fight card. I like Lipsky a lot. I think she's flying in at -1. Yeah, -190 here.
yeah,
I don't love her at that. As our friends at Punchlist will say, woman science tells me not to do this.
true.
So what I'm going to look here is for Lipsky by sub.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty good submission specialist. She's kind of a babe, so going with Lipsky sub. I'm not gonna do the rounds, just Lipsky sub. What do you got here, Joey?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, both of these women are fucking insane, batshit crazy. I am of that belief. All right. So you got Ariane Lipsky. Do you remember what she did to who's it, Luana Carolino with that knee bar? Dude,
Yes.
Google image that shit and look at her face as she's doing it.
Yeah,
That
I
is a
haven't.
deranged woman who is pulling the opposite way on somebody's knee and enjoying it. She's fucking
Mhm.
crazy, man. She's crazy. And then you go to Priscilla Cachoeira. Dude, she was fighting, it was Jillian Robinson. Jillian Robinson had it in a rear naked choke, right? So if you train MMA, you can fight the rear naked choke in a few ways. You can battle the hands, fight for the hands, turn into your opponent, right? There's a number of things that you can and should do. You know what Priscilla Cachoeira does? She takes it to the street. Like the street in her came out and she goes for the full eye gouge of Jillian Robinson, man. Dude, she just threw her hand over and behind her head and tried to gouge her eyeballs out. And it's tough to respect a fighter after you see that. It really is, man. But bottom line, these two girls are crazy. At -190, yeah, no, not going to do it for Ariane Lipsky. Do I think she wins? Yes. But I mean, yeah, anything can happen here. I don't think this fight is going the distance. I truly don't. I am with you. I am with you, JB, on that Lipsky by sub. Honestly, I don't think it's going the distance. And if it gets stopped, I think Lipsky is going to catch her. It'll go to the mat and she's going to sub her. I don't think Priscilla Cachoeira, per the eye gouge defense, is the most technical fighter that you're going to find in the roster. All right. So I'm just saying, Lipsky, I think we agree. Wow. First one, we agree, man. Lipsky by sub. Let's see what the prop is. I don't know what it's going to come in at, man, but I think a good chance we got to take that.
Yeah, and I guess talk about doing our homework here. I just looked up. She's got 14 wins, 6 by KO, 5 by decision, 3 by sub. So yeah, lock up that sub prop. She's a submission specialist in my mind. But again, that
Done.
knee bar was filthy. If you can pull that off, you can pull off any sub, in my opinion. So
Yeah, she's there to inflict pain, bro.
exactly.
Queen of violence. Queen of violence, man.
That's her new nickname.
No, that
All
is her
right.
nickname, bro. That is
That
her
is?
nickname.
No.
Yeah, she calls
No.
herself the Queen of Violence. I shit you not.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
She looks in the mirror every morning and says, "I am the Queen of Violence." She's crazy, bro. She's crazy.
Oh fuck, these women could kick the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, me too, me too. Don't get me wrong, bro.
All right, let's keep moving on these prelims. You got anything on this next one here?
What do we got? Oh, Jason Witt. Well, hold on. First of all, I have a question for you, bro. Jason Witt, right?
Mhm.
The Vanilla Gorilla. I thought Chase Sherman was the Vanilla Gorilla. There are 2 Vanilla Gorillas in the UFC. Did you know that?
There's 2 silent assassins. I know that. They're
That's
starting to they're
true.
starting to run out of nicknames, man. It's getting bad.
Okay, but I'll say the Silent Assassin should be a more common MMA nickname than the Vanilla Gorilla. No, give me that. Give me that. Right?
Yeah,
So,
I'll give you that.
all right, look, it appears that Jason Witt, since he is older, I believe he's 35, he is the OG VG. All right. Does that mean that I'm betting on him? Absolutely not. I'm staying far away from this fight, dude. I mean, Jason Witt, he's been fighting for almost a decade, man, but he just got into the UFC a couple years ago in 2020 with mixed results, right? He did beat your boy Brian Barberena, though, for what it's
Oh my
worth.
god, I bet on someone once he becomes my boy with you. His lips can
But
now my girl. We're gonna talk about that in 5 years.
all right, maybe I overused that phrase. Anyway, so he's had mixed results, man. Josh Quinlan, again, he's a guy. Who knows? Contender Series guy. He's 5-0. I don't know what he's about. He had a nice first round finish on the Contender Series his last fight, but like, I'm staying far away from this. If anything, let's see what the young buck is made of at 5-0 with some finishes under his belt. Let's see if he's cut for the UFC. He's my pick. But yeah, I'm not taking this. If anything, I want to see what this fight does not go to the distance prop is, because I think you got Jason Witt. He's much more experienced, man. And Josh Quinlan, I think he's going to come out blazing. Josh Quinlan might gas himself out and then get finished himself, or comes out blazing, clocks him like he did on the Contender Series and has a first round finish. So let's see what that prop looks like. Otherwise, keep me away from this.
Yeah, I like it. I'm definitely not gonna bet it, but I got a couple things for you here.
Mm,
I think Witt's chin is suspect at best, so
yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
primed for a KO. Um, Going back to the nickname, just threw that in
Yeah.
Tapology. There's 15 fighters with the name the
No.
Vanilla Gorilla.
Get out of here, dude.
Nah,
No
nah,
way.
yeah. I mean, they're not
Am
all
I?
pros, but that's a pretty common nickname. There's also one user on Tapology with the same nickname, apparently. But search results were
Wow.
15 fighters and one user.
I don't
Uh,
know how I feel about that, to be honest.
yeah. And then you did mention Contender Series.
Mm.
All right. I got a thought on Contender Series here. Maybe I'm just thinking about this the wrong way, but
What do you got?
what's your take on Contender Series versus the Ultimate Fighter? Do you differentiate them at all? Like, what are your thoughts there?
So one thing I like about the Contender Series is it's kind of real, right? You have real guys and girls, often with troubled pasts. This contract means the world to them, and they're fighting for a flashy finish to get that contract. I like that. Part of me likes that. Um, Ultimate Fighter for me, especially after this last one, bro, with fucking Nunez and Pena. I'm sorry, man. It's just too forced for me. The drama's too forced. And I'm just going to leave it at this, especially after the last one. Don't you dare show Juliana Pena talking about striking and closing the distance with these young fighters and teaching them as if she knows how to do it. Like, be careful with these coach selections, man. No disrespect to Juliana, but I think in order to put yourself in that position, you should be a little bit more accomplished of an MMA fighter. I'm just going to say that, but
I mean,
I
do you
don't
mean
know.
like a former champion? Like a
Look,
former champion?
I don't know, man.
And
And
someone
look,
who went
well,
5
but
rounds with the quote unquote GOAT? Don't shut up,
dude,
Pena. Pena beats Nunes. They fight again, by the way. But let's not get off topic.
that Pena runs like a 50-meter sprint and just throws rock'em sock'em punches, hoping one connects. That's how she closes the distance. I don't want her trying to raise the next generation of fighters with that bullshit, dude. That's just me. I don't know. What's your thought though on the two of them?
So here's my thought. Ultimate Fighter is definitely like a real world reality show, and yeah, I'm going to date myself by using the term "real world." That was an old
Oh,
MTV
sure,
show.
sure, absolutely.
I hate that. I hate reality TV. But again, you kind of listed the pros and cons here. So there's the guys from CES that we see get the shot on Dana White Contender Series.
Love
That's
it.
awesome, right? When you see someone
Yeah,
fight at a local place and you see them get the shot and they get the contract, that's cool. It's the quality of fighter, in my opinion. So while I think Contender Series is a better system, I think you're getting higher quality fighters out of the Ultimate Fighter. And maybe it's just
yeah.
I'm thinking the Diaz, the Bispings, like those are the guys that came out of Ultimate Fighter. Who's come out of Contender Series? Now maybe our boy from CES is the guy. I don't know, but like
Right,
there
right.
hasn't been like a name come out of Contender Series that I can think of at least.
I think it's a fair point, man. That's a fair point. Yeah. All right, I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
All right. Going into this next one, I don't know much, but I know again this is going back to CES. So what do you got here?
Yes, yes. Look, Yusef, he's got more experience, definitely fought much better competition. But look, Damon, the man, Blackshear, you know what I love about this guy, a former CES fighter, right? I love the Boston regional MMA scene. And if this guy took part in it, I got to back him, right? That's how I feel. I mean, Yusef Salah, he's no slouch, man. He's fought some good dudes. And I mean, you never know what to expect from Damon. I mean, he's got 12 wins, 8 by sub, but at what level of fighting? I don't know. When I look at the odds, I don't know. Damon Blackshear, I thought I'd get a better price on him just due to the inexperience, man. But I don't know. Let's see how this progresses up to the fight. But for now, I'm staying away from it. If Damon Blackshear he ends up in the plus 130 range, I might take a stab on our boy from CES, man.
Dude, love CES. Love them. I agree. Plus 105, I can mess with, maybe make him a parlay piece if there's anything else on here I like. I'm just looking at his record. He's got 12 wins, 8 by sub. So curious the sub prop. Now, obviously, that's probably lower MMA.
It is,
Zalal's a
yeah.
UFC guy, but probably worth taking a look at and seeing if you can get some more plus money on a sub prop for him, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Did you say you're going to throw them on in a parlay? Did I hear that?
I might. Little spice. Little
I
spicy
love
parlay.
it.
Little spicy parlay.
Oh, that is cayenne
And
pepper,
I
bro.
will just
Love
say it. I know parlays are fucking stupid and scams, but they're so much fun. So whatever. You hit like one and it's like you justify your last 80 parlays. So
I don't know
no.
how you just did it, but you sold me on Damon Blackshear leading the parlay. Let's go.
So that's the anchor. That's the anchor to the parlay right there, baby.
Oh god, we gotta come up with like a GIF. We are not professionals, man, and flash that shit as we say this kind of stuff.
Pretty sure everyone's gonna know that after they're listening to that.
Fair
All
enough.
right. Next fight, just take it away. I know this is your favorite fight.
No, no,
Right.
don't get me started, dude. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't. But if I have to, fine, I will. Angela Hill, god damn it. Professional record 13 and 12. Like, what? You think that's bad? Get this. 7 wins and 10 losses in the UFC. As a UFC fighter, Angela Hill is 7 and 10. How is this woman still employed by the UFC? Never mind employed. How does the UFC put this woman on the analyst's booth breaking down fights like after they do you remember when they did that, dude?
Yeah.
They put
Yeah.
her like breaking down fights with Chiesa and the other like post-fight analysts. Like, what is happening? Never mind her professional record. Let's just ignore that, right? Her voice is tough to listen to. You know what I mean?
I love that's how you when you hate about her.
Oh no, I mean it's tough. It's tough. But look, enough about it. She's tough in her respect. I mean, she is a tough fighter. She does not often get finished. I'll give her that. I mean, on her feet, she's got some nice boxing. But look, I mean, out with the old, in with the new, and that's what this fight is. I'm a fan of Lupi. I'm a fan of Lupi Godinez, man. I love her wrestling. I love her control time, and I think she's young. She's up and coming. I'm backing her. So I might get involved in this. I am absolutely going to fade Angela Hill every time they continue to put her out there. I like Lupi by decision, to be honest. Lupi's not a sub gal, at least not yet. She's about wrestling. She's about control. So I think she cruises her way to a decision here.
I like it. I like it in the fact that I'm not touching this fight. I agree with you on everything you said about Angela Hill. She's got a cult following, though, man. Like
She does, man.
She's got like 13 and 12. Her fans are rabid.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just
So,
insane.
so to your point, man, I see that fan base looking at 250, and they're going to get all over it. So, do I want Lupita Godinez at minus 300? Absolutely not. I'm not touching that. I'd be interested to see what she is by decision. But I think the closer we get to fight week, I think you're right. The Angela Hill posse are going to come out and hopefully sweeten up that line for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, if I can sweeten up the line, sure, but minus 300 on a women's fight, I'll pass.
Yeah. That's horrible.
I'll just make this next one very easy for you. Okay. Odie
Oh
Osborne
God.
wins. Odie Osborne wins inside the distance. Book it. It's done. Fight's over. If you want to disagree, go ahead, but you're wrong.
I am going to disagree, and I know Odie Osborne is your boy. I understand that. I respect that. I acknowledge that. However, when you got that Hawaiian toughness, when you got I'm talking that Max Holloway, Brad Tavares bring that Hawaiian bullshit to the octagon. Tyson Nam is that guy. I'm telling you, man. Tyson Nam, both guys they're going to be going for the KO, right? These guys are strikers. These guys are knockout guys. But here's the twist: Tyson Nam has not been knocked out since 2013, bro. All right, that's a long time. It was Magic Marlin. Magic Marlin Moraes knocked him out in 2013. That's the last time he got KO. Now I know he's 38. O'Day is 30. 8 years is significant in the octagon. I understand that. However, I am backing Tyson Nam here. Hawaiian toughness, which is proven, right? You can't ignore it. And I'll tell you what, at plus 205, I think more money is going to come in on your boy. And I'm going to relook at this line. 205 money line, like it. Tyson Nam by KO, love it. Let's go.
All right, is this gonna be our first like shoey bet here?
It has to be. What did I say? The first disagreement. Odie is your boy. I'm back in the Hawaiian toughness and Tyson Nam. I totally
All right,
agree. Shui is on the line.
all right, I'm down with that. So I just again the Jamaican sensation. So let's just talk. You want to go down Hawaiian power? The Jamaican sensation and Odie Osborne. Okay, comes out of Syndicate MMA. Frank Mir. Need I say more? And
Yes,
his
yes.
only losses are to Brian Kelleher, who, yeah, also my boy, huge Brian Kelleher fan. He lost to Brian
Yeah, me too.
Kelleher by submission. Yeah, so does everyone.
Guillotine. He fell into a guillotine, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that was against
Yeah.
like the McGregor Cerrone fight. That was terrible, by the way. But
Oh God, I remember that
and then
guy.
his other loss is to Manel Cape, which was the equivalent of a Jorge Masvidal Ben Askren knee. Yeah, it was terrible, but
Oh
it was
yeah,
shit
yeah,
luck. It
yeah.
would never happen again.
That was from
So
hell, bro.
shoey bet. Disagree with you, Joey. Let's go. That's our shoey bet. I like that we got to that in the prelims. We'll probably have like four more in the main event. But
All right, hey, fair enough. And to anybody who's listening, we're not talking about our actual shoes. JB actually bought the Tai Tuivasa like trademark copy fucking written shoey. Like he sells a
I did.
shoey.
I did.
I don't know.
I
I
did.
don't know if people know that. I didn't know it until you fucking showed me.
I actually think I'm going to put that link in our Instagram profile now that you said that. More people need this thing
Let's
because,
support our boy Ty, man. Let's support him as
oh,
well.
and
You know.
yeah, I'm not going to. Ty is the fucking man. Like, he is fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin in the UFC. He is awesome. So, yeah, definitely a nice, clean funnel like shoey for us. All right, next fight. What do you think?
Well, I just realized we're spending a lot of goddamn time breaking down these prelims, man, on a mediocre card. I just realized that, and I feel kind of guilty. You know.
I talked about Audie Osborne.
Yeah, they all right. Look, a shoey bet is worth talking about. I agree. You know what else is worth talking about? Do you know?
No, what do you got?
The American bad boy,
Oh, that's the
Charlie
guy.
Ontiveros. Somebody convinced him, perhaps it was himself, that he is going to walk out calling himself, referring to himself as the American bad boy. And for that reason, I want to back this motherfucker. I do. I really do. But then you look at the record. All right, 11-8. That's right about when you get cut, right? 11-8, more or less. And then you look at the 8 losses. They're all by knockout. No wins in the UFC, right? So the question is, okay, what did the UFC? I just don't understand why is he still here? I don't know. I don't know. But Mowgli on the other side, Gabriel Benitez, okay, he got absolutely assaulted by our boy Onamo, who I think we'll talk about in a bit. But I mean, he's lost last 4 of his 5, Gabriel Benitez. But I think he is a better fighter. I truly do. Competition is not even comparable between the two of these fighters. I don't know why Charlie Ontiveros, aka the American Bad Boy, is still here. But I think we're going to find out. Either he's going to come out guns blazing and take Gabriel Benitez against the cage and just destroy him the same way David Onama did, or what I think is Gabriel Benitez is going to take this and continue the KO by loss streak that the American Bad Boys got going on. Now the question is, minus 360. You going to get involved with that? Absolutely. I absolutely no. Absolutely cannot. Right. So if anything, I'm going to look at the props the other way for a motherfucking sprinkle. That's what I'm thinking, man.
I like it. If you can get a prop for a sprinkle, yeah. Otherwise, stay away. It's too much juice to lay. Like that's
Exactly.
just
What else are you going to do with the fight? You know.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Fucking prelims. Fucking take forever. This last fight. What do you got?
I got absolutely nothing, bro. I got nothing. Martin Boudet, his last name rhymes with bidet, and for that reason, I'll pick him. I'll back him. Other than that, you get no analysis from me, man. Let's get to the main card. Do you have anything on this fight?
No, but just to be clear, you're saying you would pick him as a win, but you're passing on betting him, correct?
Yeah,
I
and
know
you
you've
know
been
what?
drinking that Jefferson. All of a sudden, you're gonna have like a 14 parlay with bidet as your
Yeah,
fucking anchor in it.
yeah. This is gonna be bad, man. But you know what? Speaking of bidet, and I am gonna pronounce it bidet from here on out. He beat your boy Chris Barnett, the heavyweight who does this cartwheels and the spinning wheel kicks. You know that?
All right, listen. If we keep calling everyone that I ever bet in the UFC my boy, half the roster is gonna be my boy. All right. Now,
All
to
right,
be
look.
fair, Chris Barnett is the fucking man. So I will
True,
give you that
true,
one. But just to be
true.
clear, like everyone's gonna hear, oh, he keeps calling him my boy, my boy. Like it'll literally be half the fucking
Yeah,
roster.
I gotta expand my vocabulary, bro. This is the first episode, so let me read some books. I get the dictionary tomorrow, and I'll come up at it next time. All right.
I like it. All right. So it's bidet or pass. I don't know what the hell you want here.
No,
It's a
nothing,
fucking
nothing, nothing. Let's move to the main card, man. Nothing
all
to do with that
right.
fight.
All right. Yasmin versus Yasmin. Is that how you say
Oh,
that?
love it. Yeah, Yasmin. Yasmin, the battle of the Yasmins, bro. Mexico versus Brazil. This should be interesting, man. I mean, Yasmin Lucindo from Brazil. I mean, she normally is fighting at flyweight. All right. This fight is at strawweight. So there may be a potential advantage for Miss Lucindo. I mean, her record's 13-4, 3 losses by finish. So she's been finished a bit. But I mean, dude, looking into her, she began her career at 15. 15 years old. Yasmin Lucindo, her first professional fight. Can you fucking believe that?
No.
Like 15 years old, cage fighting. Bro, when I was 15, what were you doing? When I was 15 years old, what was this? Sophomore high school, right? What was I doing? I was at break in the morning. I was buying iced honey buns with my buddies, and we would walk into class early so we could rip farts before everybody else walked in, and then people would walk in and it would smell, and we think that was funny. That was my mental
Why am
maturity
I
and
friends with
development.
you?
Dude, at 15 years old, that's where my brain was at. That's how developed I was. This girl was fighting in a cage, getting TKOs. That was her first fight at 15, right? So don't underestimate this girl, right? But Yasmin de Mexico, I think she might be the better fighter here. 8-0, won her last two by finished. I mean, these are two very young girls, so who knows what's going to happen? But you know, minus 210. Am I going to do that on a 23-year-old fighter? Can't do it. But it's interesting. I'm looking forward to at least watching. This is a main card fight, right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said. I might throw Yasmin de Mexico in
Hmm.
a parlay. Maybe with our boy from CES. Get the juice up a little bit. She could be an anchor in a
Love it.
parlay. But yeah, I mean, straight up, no, I'm not touching this fight. Might try to fuck around a little bit in a parlay, but I got nothing. I really don't know anything about these girls besides what I see on Tapology. So I'm not even gonna try to pretend to. The next
Yeah,
fight
should be a good fight.
the next fight, I do know the girls, but I just know your love for one of
Oh
them is
no.
about the equivalent
Oh.
of that of Angela Hill. So please go on.
No. Let's set the record straight. This is very different, right? Nina Nunes, I have nothing against her. I think she has a great sense of humor. I like her as a
Have you hung
person.
out with her
Seems pretty
personally?
cool. No, but I would love to enjoy a beer with her someday. I would. I would love that. You kidding me? However, that's not what this podcast is about, right? Right? We're picking fights. And
Mhm.
here's my take on Nina Nunes. Not only will she lose to Cynthia Calvillo, she will throw the gloves in and retire after this fight.
Hot take. Hot take.
Oh,
Hot
she
take.
will. She will. Bro. She's been fighting for a decade. She has had a mediocre career in MMA at best, right? Is
Hmm.
she the most high level MMA fighter? Absolutely not. However, is she high level in the arena of attracting, dating, and marrying high level MMA fighters? She's the fucking best. She's the best. And you know what, man? I do not think she needs to do this anymore. I do not. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say in that family, money is no longer an issue. Okay. It's a ballsy statement, but I'm going to make it. Money is no longer an issue, right? They have a daughter. Perhaps the family time might be priority at this point for Nina. Maybe not Amanda, but certainly Nina. I'm going to roll the dice and say that that is true. And I just don't think it makes sense anymore for Nina, right? So going against Cynthia Calvillo, I do like Cynthia's wrestling. I've always liked her control time. I really, oh man, at minus 170, that's not even too steep for me. I would take Cynthia by decision. I would like to see that prop. I'll take her money line. I just, all due respect to Nina Nunez, she doesn't need this shit anymore, man.
Yeah, it's a hot take. I mean, I didn't realize she was 36, 37, 36 years old.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I could see it. It would be surprising to me. I mean, her wife is not going anywhere, right? Like she just won the belt back. She's got two
right.
belts. I mean, she's not going anywhere. So, yeah, family life might come a little bit more important for her. The UFC has tried to push her so bad, and it has failed miserably. Um, Honestly,
Yep.
I think Vegas has made a lot of money on betting
Oh, sure.
against
Yeah.
Nina Nunez because people see Nunes and there's people that don't even know what the hell they're talking about. See Nunes, and they think it's fucking Amanda. So there's people that have bet her simply because of her last name and have gotten absolutely killed. Bottom line is Cynthia is a better fighter. Cynthia's here for a long term. Cynthia is also a parlay piece in my mind. So I think I got a 3-team run the works here.
Ooh, all
Little
right. Here we
spicy
go.
3-team. Like, and I think I'm just gonna keep it straight money line as opposed to getting cute with the
Yeah,
props
sure,
here.
sure, sure. Good
But
call.
I Cynthia's legit, and to your point, Nina is not going to win this fight. I really do wish there was a retirement prop because that would be really cool to bet. And what we're seeing so recently with the retirements, that would be fucking amazing to bet.
We got to get in touch with DraftKings, bro. That retirement prop needs to exist.
Yes, DraftKings sponsor us and fucking get the sportsbook going to Massachusetts already, please.
Let's go.
This next fight, tell me your thoughts because I will tell you I am torn on this, and I have gone flip flop for like the last 2 days.
Yeah. Ultimately, man, I got to back Azamat, the new Russian hype. I do 11-0 with 8 KOs. I mean, I like that. He's got one UFC fight, but the flying knee was vicious. I remember
Mm-hmm.
watching that. It was awesome. So, look, I think the guy is not only does he have skills, but I think he's just going to find himself in the UFC. Look, Devin Clark's no joke, man. He's beat scary motherfuckers. Right? We've tossed a lot of money on William Knight and Alonzo Menafield on the
Mm-hmm.
simple fact that they are scary motherfuckers. We've done that in the past, right? He's beat both of them. All right. He's fought Jan. He's fought Ratchik. He's fought Anthony Smith. Devin Clark's no slouch, but I am on this one, man. It's in with the new, out with the old, and it's just the line. I think is oof, it's tough, man. I think I'm gonna rock with Azamat. Let's see what the line does. If I think anything, it's probably going to make Devin Clark a bigger dog, but don't count him out, man. What do you think about this one?
Exactly like you do. So you didn't help me at all. Thank you very much. That was literally
No,
exactly what I had
goddamn.
to say. So, yeah, like looking at it, like to your point, Osmond's the future here. 11-0. Yeah, I get he hasn't really beaten anybody. Devin Clark at plus 135 though is so hard to pass up. To your point,
Sure.
he's fought like the best of the best, in my opinion. Um, I think I'm gonna see where Osmond is inside the distance. I think
Yeah.
Devin Clark's gonna go all in and he could get caught, right? So if you can get Osmond inside the distance at some plus money, I'm probably going that way. Devin Clark, I'm not gonna lie, you might see this on my slip as a plus 135 if it gets up to plus 150
I don't hate it.
outside of all my parlays because this is a fight I honestly might just want to stay away from and watch. But it will not
Sure.
be a parlay piece. But I don't know. I might dabble. Let's see if we can get some plus money on a Asmod finish, maybe.
Yeah, sure. I'm with it.
All right. I talked about this at the start of the show. There are
Oh,
certain
yeah.
fighters I'm biased to. GM3 is one of those. When he cashes a round 3 sub ticket for you to save your night, you bet him relentlessly thereafter. So I am betting GM3. I am betting GM3 by sub, and I am betting GM3 by sub in round 3 because you keep going back to the well until it doesn't work. That's all we're really
Sure.
going to say. I mean, what's your hot take here? Bruno Silva, who
I
are we on
mean,
here?
look, I'm not only am I with you, but I think this is one of those Boston Brews bets hammers, JB. I think we
Mm,
roll with this and we fucking take it to the grave, bro.
mm,
GM3 by sub. I could it come in round two? It could. It could. Look, Bruno Silva, I do not dislike him at all as a fighter. In fact, I like him a lot, man. I like him a lot. Now,
mhm,
hey, potential red flag here. Bruno Silva, 5 losses by submission.
mm.
Wow, they were way
Tasty.
back in his career. But forget I just said that, right? 5 losses by sub. GM3, let's go. He's gonna eat this motherfucker for breakfast. I look for the record. I Bruno Silva. I like him. I really do as a fighter. Since he's been in the UFC, man, he's had 4 fights, 3 by KO, and he went the distance with Pereira. Man, he stood up with Pereira and he went the distance. He lost, but still, I do like Bruno Silva. I really do. But I'm rolling with you. When I see GM3 at plus 240, I haven't seen the sub props yet, but I feel like we're going to eat that shit for breakfast. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, definitely get what GM3 is the money line lock of the night. Been with the sub is, we might do that. Round three is a sprinkle, just to be clear for all those DGens out there. That's a sprinkle bet. That's one of those ones that, point 0.1, 0.25 units and kind of saves your night if it hits, because that's exactly what happened. I'm trying to think who it was against that he saved me twice. He got a round three sub for me, and then I did something like a round one and round two. Oh, was that Dustin Stolvis
Oh,
guy?
Dustin Solfus. Yeah, that was a round
He
three
choked him
sub.
out with
Yeah.
like 2 minutes left. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, he's a sub of bust in this fight. JB, you do not want to see GM3 standing with Bruno Silva. I don't want
No,
to see that. We don't
no,
want to
take it
see
to the
that,
ground.
right?
Take it to the ground.
Sub or bust, baby. Let's go.
All right. I will let you take this next one because I think we're on the same page. And my hot take is not a hot take, but I just find it disgusting and being a rabbit hole. So you start this one, please.
Oh, there's a rabbit hole here. Look,
There's a
my
rabbit hole.
take
There's a
is
rabbit hole.
my take is not it's not hot. It is just it's strong. My take is strong, and that David Onama is the real deal, man. I'm on the David Onama train. I am not on Nate the train. Okay, David Onama is vicious. I honestly, he was when I checked, it was just yesterday, man. He was at like minus 210. David Onama, right?
Mhm.
Minus 275 now. It's going to get even worse closer to the fight. David Onama, I am, like you said, JB, there is some bias going on. I got some of that bias for David Onama. When he decapitated Gabriel Benitez, like we spoke about earlier, the guy he's vicious, man. So I like him here. If you can get him minus 210, minus 220, 230, if it still exists out there, take it. If this gets worse, I'm going to be looking at probably Onama by finish and see what the prop is, man. But what are you thinking?
Completely agree. 275 is a little rich, but you can get him at in the finish for a little bit less. I think it's worth there. I just Nate sucks, and I mean that with all due respect because he would kick my ass. But first of
Sure.
all, and again, I'm a tapology guy, so for those that aren't, we won't get this reference. But his tapology picture is him wearing a championship belt of another league with the UFC background.
What's the league? I'm a shirt guy myself, man. What's going on over there?
What do we got? It's M1, M1
M1.
Challenge.
But with a UFC background, he's confused, bro. He's confused.
The train tattooed on your left chest. Not a fan. Here's my big problem with him.
What's
He
that?
lost to Herbert Burns
Oh, no.
in a
Oh, no.
round one loss to Herbert Burns.
Oh,
Now,
that's oh no, 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 no.
if, I don't. This is gonna sound terrible. So then I click on Herbert Burns and I'm like, I see Burns. Oh, I forgot he just fought Billy A here. The loss is
Billy A? Oh,
Billy
Billy Q.
Aljo.
Billy Q.
No, Billy Aljo.
Oh, yeah. What actually, yeah. Oh God.
In
I hate
July.
that you just brought this up about Nate. I hate that you did it.
And the loss is exhaustion from damage,
Wait,
which
what?
means it was not a submission. He just got punched a lot and said, I'm done.
Wait, what are you reading?
Topology. The loss, Herbert Burns lost to Billy A. It's graded as a loss, dash.
I remember the
Exhaustion
fight. I
from
saw it, but
damage.
exhausted. That's actually what it says.
Exhaustion from damage.
Oh man, this just keeps getting worse for Herbert. That's humiliating, bro.
So, like, just to throw a little kicker on, I'm into NFTs, got a little UFC NFT. It was a
Oh
good
yeah?
one. So I'm getting Gilbert Burns signed gloves delivered to my house in the next little bit. I'll hang it right next to this little record for Herbert Burns, loss. by exhaustion from damage. I don't. He's going to be out of the UFC. Rabbit
A
hole.
lot of
Burns
the
isn't on this card, but
I don't know, man. A lot of these NFT companies are pretty new. I think you're getting Herbert Burns gloves. That's just what I think.
wipe my ass with him if that's the case. Jesus Christ, with some toilet paper.
Dude, I
All
can't
right,
believe that's inscribed in the interwebs.
it's
Exhaustion from
terrible.
damage.
Yeah,
Dude. All
yeah.
right, let's move on. Let's move on. I
Give
feel
him a
I
cup of
feel
coffee.
awkward.
Fuck, let's move on.
Yeah, I
All
feel
right,
bad.
Marlon Vera versus Dominic Cruz.
Oh,
Another
the main
one.
event.
I have flip flopped. My take is I want to take Vera. Getting Cruz at plus 190. If he keeps getting higher and higher, it's going to be harder to pass. I
Mm,
may just stay away from this and hope it's a good fight. But to take off Joey's hot take here, if Dominic
yeah.
Cruz loses, he hangs up the gloves in the middle of the ring and walks away.
Look, I get a few takes on this card. First of all, if Dominic Cruz is going to be, what did I tell you a couple of days ago, JB? If he's going to be plus 200 or over, I'm tempted. I
Mm-hmm.
am. Dominic Cruz is not he's not a slouch, man. He's not a bullshit. He is a legend of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to put him at plus 225 or some bullshit, I'm going to be looking at it. Now, what do I think Cruz should do? Here's my other take, right? Cruz should make one of those keys to victory videos. You ever seen those, JB?
I
Like when
have.
he, yeah, well, like he explains like what another fighter should do to win, and he's like in a practice octagon with some jabroni, and he's practicing on what they should do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He should do exactly that for his fight with Cheeto. He should do it. He should make that video and say, "Here's how I'm gonna beat Cheeto," and just boss shit the whole thing. You know what I mean? If he wins, it's the ultimate confidence boss move, and he should get a title shot. maybe that's
Title
accepted.
shot.
All right. Look, I caught myself there. That's the Jeffersons talking. That's the
Yeah.
Jeffersons talking. All right, but it'd be a boss move, no doubt about it, right? If he does that and loses, he looks like a complete ass, and that supports the retirement prop. All right, but look, all bullshit aside here. If Dominic Cruz is going to be up like plus 225 or something like that, I'm tempted. Now, Cheeto Vera, I actually did not believe in Cheeto Vera for most of his career. It wasn't until he beat Rob Font where I'm like, all right, this guy might be for real. I think he's approaching the prime of his career. I really do. The guy's 29. Like he's been fighting for a while, but I feel like he's just catching his stride. The
Mm-hmm.
guy is tough as shit, confident as shit. It's tough to bet against this guy, against a guy like Dominic Cruz. You got to wonder, I mean, how much has he got left in the tank? So look, I'm on the Cheeto. I'm on the Cheeto train. Just want to be clear. But at minus 225, I am very up in the air because if Cruz comes in at plus 225 or higher, look, I'll dabble. I will.
Yeah. Again, I think the pick to win is Cheeto, and I think the smart gambling money is on Cruz. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier. When you can't bet sitting at home, I will be in my car in New Hampshire, and I will keep selecting the buttons differently, and then I'll end up panic betting. And I guarantee what I'll do, I'll decide earlier, no, Cheeto's the play, and then I'll get all my other bets in, and I'll go back. Oh no, Cruz is the play. Then I'm like, well, what the fuck? I just gave Vegas money. Nice job.
Yep,
Like,
exactly,
so
exactly. Yeah, that's gonna happen, guaranteed. Until mass legalizes, man, that situation is guaranteed on a weekly basis.
terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. All right, so that's the fight cards. Let's keep going here. What else we got? What else we got? Future plays.
Oh yeah.
I will preface this that these are probably a little bit mine more than Joey's.
Mm.
But I'm a diehard Patriots fan. I'm also a diehard Tom Brady fan. If you make some fucking dumbass argument how Tom Brady is not the greatest quarterback of all time, you're just a moron. I don't respect your opinions. When he won that Super Bowl with the Bucks, like that's okay. Take the bias out of it. He's just the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. He's Brett the Hitman Hart. So that's my thought. Anyone talks shit about Brady, they can literally go fuck off.
Fair
So
enough.
that's where you would see a little bit of bias in these bets. I do think the Pats are going to win the AFC East. I think Matt Judon's going to have over 10.25 sacks. I think he had like 12 or 13 last year.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm taking Pats versus Bucks both to make the playoffs at plus 200. That's like free money in my opinion.
Well, Bucks, yes. I mean, this Pats. So for the Pats, man, what is your confidence level with the Pats sneaking past the Bills? What is your confidence level right now?
So the Patriots make the playoffs. It might be via wild card. So I feel really good about the Pats Bucks
Mm,
making the playoffs.
yeah.
I mean, there's a reason they're plus 500 in the AFC East. They are, the Bills are legit.
Yes.
There's two things. I do respect the hell out of Bills fans. I fucking hate Jets fans. So like, this is not like a hatred
Mhm.
towards the organization. I actually respect Buffalo. Their fans are diehard.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
fucking awesome. Josh Allen's a good guy. I just feel like they will never win. I feel
I
like they're that
know, I
team that is
know.
just going. They're the Red Sox, right? Where
Yeah,
we grew up so many years, it was just they came so close and never did it. I
'tis
feel like that's the
tradition.
Buffalo Bills.
You're right, man. Great people, but 'tis tradition. A
Yeah.
horrible tradition, but tradition nonetheless.
So and again, Mac Jones looked fucking good his first year, and everyone's talking about sophomore slump. He's not going to be Tom Brady, but I think he is a fucking great quarterback. And I know that I'm
Yeah, yeah, I
biased,
agree.
but
No, no, no,
he's
no. I'm not on the sophomore slump train. I'm looking forward to see what this kid will do.
love it. And then DraftKings did have a little something called the Brady Bunch Parlay. It was literally like on
Oh
the homepage
God.
staring at me, and I was like, well, again, just like the Whistle Pig Smokestock Traeger whiskey that I'm
Exactly.
drinking, great
Exactly.
marketing by DraftKings because that was a quick little point 0.5 units I didn't even think twice about.
Dude, you
I
are a marketing director's dream, by the
Oh,
way.
dude.
You have people sitting over at DraftKings saying, how do we take advantage of and take money from Tom Brady fans? And boom, Brady Bunch parlay. There it is.
Dude, you know when you walk into like a Stop and Shop or like a store and there's just that aisle, like the end aisle cabinet, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
the end of aisle. This has to be something special. Yes, I need this. Like I'm a fucking idiot. Like it's just ridiculous. I'll come back
I
home with
know.
like 28 million paper plates. My wife will be like, "Well, what happened?" It was at the end of the fucking aisle. I don't know. And it was sale.
Look, we're simple guys, man. We're
Simple,
simple guys. That's what it is.
simple.
But look, I think the biggest threat to that parlay, it's got to be Michigan, no?
Again, if the Pats AFC is questionable, I don't know anything about Michigan this year. The problem with college football, right? I think there's 12 games they play, so they can only lose 3. They can lose 2.
All right.
I don't know if Michigan's that good. I'm still trying to hope that Harbaugh turns it around there for the hope of some college friends who are diehard Michigan fans. But
Yeah.
it's definitely a reach. But when you put Brady Bunch parlay, take my money. Just take it. Just
You're
take it.
welcome, marketing director of DraftKings. All right, bro. Look, these are future plays. We're going to talk about this shit more later.
Yes, definitely, definitely. But to talk about the
Ah,
NFL,
here we are. Here we
we
are.
got a free contest here. It is a contest. You don't have to pay to enter. It's free to enter. Person who wins gets a $100 gift card. Probably going to be Amazon. They want something different. Sure, DM me. I'll get you a different $100 gift card. End of the day,
Love
it's
it.
basically a betting pool with fake money. You start off with your bankroll being 2,000 credits. You have to bet 10 credits per game. Or sorry, minimum wager is 10 credits. Max
Right.
wager is 500. So you can't go into there saying, well, I'm never going to bet and walk away with 2,000. I don't want you in this pool
Right.
if that's what you're going to do. Can't have someone going all in on every game either, just to run away with it.
All right. So, hey, $100 for free. Why not?
Yeah. So pool ID for those listening, 282057. Password is HUXPID. Only one entry per person. Runyourpool.com. Again, link will be in all our profiles and everything. But check it out. I'll give more updates on it before kickoff here, but it's going to be fun. Hopefully, get a lot of people on there and I'll have a little competition.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
All right. Coming
Oh,
soon. Bill Burr, 821.
love
Funniest
them, dude.
motherfucker I know. Can't
Kidding
wait.
me?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. That's all I can say. Um, Joey and I are going together, just like we do a lot of shit together. So we will definitely talk about it on our next podcast. But looking forward to it is all I can say.
hmm
Going back to Fenway Park less than a month later for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Again, very
Ah, it's gonna
excited
be
for
awesome.
it. Hope they still got it, and we'll check it out. Give a little bit of review on that. Also got to check out the DraftKings sportsbooks on Foxwoods. So again, Massachusetts doesn't have legalized gambling. There's like one sports book in New Hampshire, and then sports books in Connecticut are starting to open up. We'll try to check them out, review them, tell me if they suck, they're good. Again, we're kind of partial to Vegas sports books, but maybe there's a good one in New England if you're around, you can check out. So we'll start visiting them, let you know if they're any good or not.
Right.
Last thing I got, if you are listening and want to keep listening, I don't know why you would, but links, like, subscribe. I got a QR code on the screen for those who are watching. Scan it, brings you to our link tree where you can literally subscribe to everything, like everything. We
Oh
are on
yeah.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. When we post this, we will be on Spotify and Twitch and all that fun stuff. So, again, we're hoping to do this, hoping to keep it going. It's kind of an outlet for us living in the corporate world. If you liked it, definitely give us a like and subscribe. That's all I can ask for. Joey, what do you got? Final thoughts?
No, I mean, look, JB, we're just getting started, brother. I've had a hell of a time over the past hour. I'm not gonna lie. Like we said, these conversations are gonna happen either way, be it over text message or better yet, on this platform, man. So I'm looking forward to doing this again, brother.
All right. Take it easy, man. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, take it easy.